March the 23rd, and welcome to the channel. I'm Laura. If this is your first time with me today, I welcome you, and if you're a returning guest, you're always more than welcome to come shopping with me. Today we're returning to the Ollie's in Morrisville, North Carolina, the one where I found so many Joann fabric items because Joann is next door. But today I want to take a look at a few other items in the store, some new arrivals, but the focus today is going to be on the novels. I know a lot of you are interested to know what new books are coming into Ollie's stores. Now, granted, inventory will vary from store to store, but I think it's helpful to have a quick overview of what is available in the store and on the shelves right now. I'm going to pass by these new patriotic items that are coming in for our nation's birthday. Looks like they have some cute things. I'm not going to price those today. I'll have to come back to them. Oh, I wanted to show you these beautiful spring placemats. You get a set of 6 for only $5. Really nice spring colors, and I was afraid if I didn't tell you about them now, they would sell out. So I wanted to squeeze these in before we go over the new books. These would make a beautiful Easter table setting. So many colors to choose from. They had quite a few in stock, but they may sell out fast, especially if there are resellers that get a hold of these. So I wanted you to have dibs. They also have some spring fabric bins for only $5. These things are gorgeous. Wouldn't those make nice Easter baskets? Or just for spring decoration and organizing. All kinds of beautiful floral patterns, and look up here on the top at this beautiful barn and silo and a desert scene. They have a large variety but not a large quantity, so I wanted to show you those. They also have lots of spring tablecloths for $4.80 in several different prints. Alright, now we can start looking at the books, and like I said, this is going to vary by location, but I just want to give you an idea of what is in stock right now. Beginning with 5 Broken Blades by May Corland for $5. Now keep in mind, I'm not a big fiction reader, so I may get a lot of these authors' names wrong. Tokyo Dreaming Amiko Jean for $4. Blood of Troy by Claire M. Andrews for $4. Marlon James, A Brief History of 7 Killings for $4. John Sandford, Judgment Prey for $5. Ellie Griffiths, The Last Word for $5. The Atlas Paradox by Ollie Blake is $5. A Short Walk Through a Wide World by Douglas Westerbeek is $5. And The Great Witch of Brittany by Louisa Morgan is also $5. Homefire by Camila Shamsi is $5. Jeffrey Deaver, The Watchmaker's Hand is $5, as is Hilary Mantel, The Mirror and the Light. Emmy Leyburn, Ransacker is $3, and Hilary Mantel, The Mirror and the Light is $5. The Unofficial Harry Potter Companion, An In-Depth Exploration is $3. Patrick Rothfuss, The Narrow Road Between Desires is selling for $5. The Recovery Agent by Janet Ivanovich is $5. And Miss Morgan's Book Brigade by Janet Charles is $5. The Fortunes of Jaded Women by Carolyn Wynne is $5. J.R. Ward Darius, $5. Lazarus Man by Richard Price is $5. John Sandford, Dark Angel is $5, as is Laura Child's Lemon Curd Killer and Prophet Song by Paul Lynch. Preston and Child, Angel of Vengeance is $5. Mistakes We Never Made by Hannah Brown is $5. Brad Thor, Rising Tiger is $5. B.A. Paris, The Guest is $5. Here we have 3 books. The Empress of Time by Kylie Lee Baker for $4. Joanne Fluke, Pink Lemonade Cake Murder for $5. And Stuart Woods and Brett Battle's Obsession for $5. Evan Winter, The Fires of Vengeance for $5. David Baldacci, A Calamity of Souls for $5. Scott Turow, Presumed Guilty for $5. Small Mercies by Dennis Lehane for $5. The Immortal King Rao by Vahini Vara is $5. Blade Breaker for $3, and Sally Hepworth, The Younger Wife for $5. Andrea Stewart, The Bone Shard Emperor for $5. The Sweetness of Water, a novel by Nathan Harris, is $5. As is Steve Berry, Red Star Falling. Wild is the Witch for $3, and Worst Case Scenario by T.J. Newman is $5. Jamie Ford, The Many Daughters of Afong Moy for $3. White Horse by Erica T. Worth for $5. Her Radiant Curse is $4. William Kent Kruger, Spirit Crossing is $5. Greg Hurwitz, Lone Wolf, $5. Emily Henry, Happy Place is $5. Clive Cussler, Condor's Fury for $5. John Sandford, The Investigator for $5. Here's a 3-piece boxed set, The Wheel of Time, and that includes the books The Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, and The Dragon Reborn by Robert Jordan. You get this 3-piece book set, all boxed up nice and neat, for only $8. Christine Feehan, Dark Whisper for $5. Here is Blackout by Ashley Woodlock and Nicola Yoon for $4. Steve Berry, this is an autographed edition of The Omega for $5. Bridget Kimmerer, Carving Shadows into Gold for $4. Thomas Perry, Eddie's Boy for $5. Danielle Steele, Beautiful for $5. Tom Clancy, Red Winter, $5. Mark Cameron, Breakneck. The price was peeled off, but I'm pretty sure it was $4. If not, it's $5. Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolf is $4. Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake is $5. These Deadly Prophecies is $4 by Andrea Tang, and The Rabbit Hutch by Tess Gunty is $5. Crossroads is $5. And I think we've already seen Preston and Child, Angel of Vengeance. W. Bruce Cameron, Love Clancy is $5. That looks like it may be a tearjerker, I don't know. And back there is In a New York Minute by Kate Spencer. I believe that one was $4. Turning the corner for a fresh set of novels, we have the Hudson Collection by Jocelyn Green for $4. The Rabbit Hutch, we've seen that before, I believe. Anne Hillerman, The Way of the Bear for $3. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King for $4. Fern Michaels, Finders Keepers for $4. Shot Collar by Jen J. Dana for $4. Operation Mincemeat for $3.99 by Ben McIntyre. Vatican Princess for $4. That's by C.W. Gortner. We haven't seen this one. Coming Home to Seashell Harbor is $3. Looks like a cute book. Sherry Woods' Winter Vows for $3. Back in the corner is Twice a Quinceañera for $4. Alexandra Bracken, Through the Dark, that's part of the Darkest Minds collection, for $3. Sandra Brown, Blind Tiger for $3. And The Bone Tree by Greg Iles for $3. Couple of books here. Wedding Bells at Villa Limoncello by Daisy James for $3. And Robin Carr, The Friendship Club for $4. Interesting. Colleen Coble, I Think I Was Murdered for $4. Few books here. Mark Cameron, Stone Cross for $4. This Calder Range by Janet Daly for $3. And Dark Game for $2. Alex Garlis, The Best of Our Spies for $2. That looks interesting. Six of Crows, Leigh Bardugo for $3. The Glorious Guinness Girls is $4. Reckoning by Catherine Coulter is $4. Amanda Ashley, Enchant the Dawn for $3. The Memory Box by Catherine Hughes is $4. The Titanic Secret by James Becker is $2. And Mary Higgins Clark, Where Are the Children Now for $3. That's also by Alifair Burke, I believe. Alka Josie, The Keeper of Jaipur for $4. David Baldacci, Long Shadows for $4. Mrs. Hudson and the Spirit's Curse for $3. The Iron Sword is $3. And Kennedy, can't read the author there, Real for $4. I also have Melissa De La Something, Revelations for $3. And Janet Daly, Calder Brand for $3. Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim for $3. Jennifer Weiner, The Breakaway for $4. Jack Carr, Only the Dead for $3. Marilyn Robin, Gilead for $4. A box of Ritz crackers. That's random. A decision was made here. Christy Harnwell, The Paris Daughter for $3. And The Unexpected Past of Miss Jane Austen for $3. May be interesting. Blood Upon Sand is $4, and Ellen Hilderbrand, Endless Summer is $5. Italian Ballerina for $5. This also intrigues me. It's a World War II novel by Christy Cambron. Never a Duke by Grace Burrows for $3. I think that's going to do it for all the novels I can cover today at Ollie's in Morrisville, North Carolina. You may want to check your local Ollie's to see if these are in stock. Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to like, that encourages me. Subscribe and share to say thank you. Take care and God bless.